And welcome back. Well, 20 years is a very long time. Think about how many less wrinkles you had 20 years ago.
Right? Dr. Deborah Manjoney joins us from the Wisconsin Vein Center and Medi Spa, which is celebrating 20 years of service just this month. A huge congratulations to them. Yeah, it's so
Thank
exciting.
you so much. Yes.
Because for so much of that 20 years, you've been here with us.
I think it was just about 6 months after you started that I was on the morning blend.
Yes.
And I've continued it.
I know. We love that you've been joining us during this time. And I want to talk a little bit about all the wonderful things that you do. One of the things I really admire about you and appreciate, and I'm sure everybody who uses the spa feels this way too, is that you keep up with changing technology.
Yes, I do. Maybe to my detriment. Because it's very costly.
Yes.
But yes, I do try to keep up with things because I think when people come to us, they don't want to have downtime associated with a plastic surgical procedure. And so we're always looking for things that are going to achieve near, if not the same as a plastic surgical procedure, with minimal to no downtime.
Yeah. How important do you feel it is, you're a surgeon, not a plastic surgeon,
right,
but to have a medical advisor? Because these are things you've learned over the years.
That's right. I think it's essential. You know, we get a lot of applications from people who are working in medical spas or what are pseudo-medical spas who can't take it because there's nobody there to ask questions of.
Right.
And I think it's really important to know before you go anywhere that there is a medical, an experienced medical person there on staff who's going to be available.
Agreed.
And so, if there's any kind of minor complication before it gets out of hand, there's somebody there to help.
Yeah, I think that's huge. You're a cardiothoracic surgeon by training, and I love what you're sharing with us today, which are the lessons that you've learned over these 20 years. Like Tiff mentioned, having a medical expert on staff.
Absolutely essential, to either have a mid-level provider, meaning an NP, or a physician assistant who is experienced in this field, or a real physician who has learned all these procedures as they've gone along.
Yeah, and along with keeping up with technology and trying to minimize downtime. Another thing, a lesson that you've learned, you say, is having enthusiastic staff members. And I think anybody who visits knows. Everybody's enthusiastic. So many of the people who work with you and for you work there because they heard about you and the wonderful work that you do.
That's right. And most of our staff has real longevity. I mean, we're talking about 10, 12, 15 years that they've been with me. And it was wonderful. Yesterday, they all presented this little video that they had done, a montage of all the different people who had been there over the 20 years and how they've all become friends. So it's not just a work environment, it is a friendly environment. But the biggest thing about my employees is if they don't like a procedure, or they don't think they're seeing results, or patients don't like it, there's no way we can sell it. So I get rid of that equipment and we try something different.
Which I think is amazing. And you actually, you talk about that with, your clients and people who come in as well. And that's another thing, is experience matters. That's another thing you learned, is their experience. And
that's right.
You really take that to heart, what they're seeing with patients.
Absolutely. I think it's important. The person who's on the front line with the patient has to report back, has to give us feedback about what's going on and what they see and what they like.
Yeah.
And the people are trained on the different, because if you're keeping up with technology, then you're also having to keep up with the training.
We do, and we have lots of trainings, and we have people who will volunteer to be our models. We use family members, we use staff members for most of it, but sometimes we also have a list of people who want to come in and try something new and say, I'm willing, anytime you need someone, call me. So it's really nice that we have that, but we go through trainings from the companies that provide the equipment that we purchase. We also have trainings that are general trainings, for instance, for injectable materials, and we have anatomical classes that people go to. So we're always learning, and every year there is some kind of continuing education that we're doing and in-services that we provide, so that we are trying to keep abreast of all the newest devices and the best care.
I love this one. You say, understand that if you've never taken care of your skin, that several procedures or services may be needed to correct and improve your concern. Because a lot of people do think, okay, I'll go get one facial and I'll look like that. No.
Or somebody's getting ready for their son or daughter's wedding and they want to come in 3 weeks ahead of time and look fantastic. And it's like, we can help a little, but we cannot reverse things that have been years and years in the making.
Yeah.
And we all know that sun damage is cumulative. I've talked about that many times, and you have to keep up with things.
Yes.
And I've gotten to the point now where when I meet with people in consultation, I'm telling them, even after you get to where you want to be, do something at least once a quarter to keep up.
Yeah.
Your skin is continuing to age, continuing to get exposed to the toxins in the environment, and you've got to keep up.
2 to 4
Yes.
times a year, and I know you always give people the option to consult with an expert,
Right.
which is huge. I love learning about these
I
lessons
know.
that you've learned over the past 20 years, and excited that you're partnering with us all these years too on the Morning
Well,
One.
thank you. And we're excited to be able to offer these services for so long.
Yeah,
It's a big deal.
congratulations.
It says a lot about you. Thanks so much, Deb. The Wisconsin Vein Center and Medi Spa will be celebrating their 20-year anniversary with 20 days of giveaways. To stay up to date with all their events and specials, you just go to their website. It's wimedispa.com. That's where you can sign up and receive their emails to hear those specials. Each Sunday, they'll announce that week's giveaway and instructions on how to enter. You can also follow them on Facebook and on Instagram.